Morning, everybody. Hopefully you guys can all hear me okay. And you're doing fantastic. Just go ahead and let me know. And I'll get that disclaimer off the screen. Just a reminder that everything we're about to do is for demo and paper trading purposes only. And excited to join you guys for another stream. Second one this week. Should be fun. Let's do it. If you guys can just give me just a couple of seconds, I'm going to make sure I tag everybody on our Discord to make sure everybody's over here and not over on the YouTube side. Or sorry, make sure they're not on the Discord side. You guys should be able to see my screen though that now. Just if you can confirm and let me know, I would appreciate it. And then before we all get going, if you guys can hit the like button, it is greatly appreciated. So thank you for that. All right, let me get everybody tagged. I have 2 more tags, and then I should be good. 1 second. I'm almost good. And if you guys have any questions or certain assets or anything, I mean, just feel free to let me know. I'll go through my normal checking of everything as that news release is in about 5.5 minutes. It's not a very big news event, but news event nonetheless. I'm almost done typing up a million things, it feels like. All right, cool. That's all good. That's all good. Almost there, almost there, almost there. Come on. Come on. That looks good. Let's do it. Okay. Hit that button. All right. Thanks, everybody. I'm just making sure everyone knows where we're at because I don't want people to miss the stream. All right, folks. So we're going into this New York Open right now. Right now, we're looking at index futures. And so right now, we are confirmed bullish from our swing perspective. Right now on the ES, we are bearish from on the NQ. And then US 30 is the only one that had like a confirmation short right here. So it's the only one that had a short so far. And then price pushed up against, filled some gaps, allowed us to enter in 2 more of our contract ideas for our mitigation entrance strategy. And then literally just a couple of seconds ago, I let our members know if anybody was in a US 30 short after getting in extra contracts from our mitigation strategy that this is the time now to get out or to protect the position before it's too late. But yeah, man, going into this news release, DXY is not confirmed bearish just yet. If you're not in anything, I mean, we did confirm bearish before, pushed up, filled all contracts, and then now we're starting to show that short as expected. That's DXY. Euro, folks, you can see that we've entered in a double stack of True Algo boxes. And so right now we are confirmed bullish on DXY. We had this first move up. There was a little gap that was already filled, but that was actually the candle that caused the confirmation. But what I'm seeing right now is it makes a whole lot of sense for DXY to push down, which would mean that the move we're about to get from jobless claims is going to be bullish. Okay, so expecting a bullish move up for the euro. Gold had really, really good plays. There's our first confirmation short from gold last night. And I say last night if you're USA time. If you're Asia session, that's right before London opens. You confirmed bearish from that. London opens, big old short win. And now we've pushed up. And then now you're above the box. So the only thing you can be now is bullish on gold. So as long as gold stays above this box here, gold can look to push up. But if in a news event right now, we're talking about the potential that the euro is bullish and DXY is bearish, that usually means that gold will also be bullish to get to this full take profit box above us. So something that we're watching. Oil won't care about the news event at all. And right now you are trapped between boxes. We had a tiny little close above the box to make oil continue to be bullish. And then for all of you oil folks, the one thing that I am watching is like we have our daily scalp target from True Algo and our daily beacon. Both of these right here are not cleared. So I'm looking for reasons for New York to allow me to get a bearish price action on oil down to these two targets. And right now the hit rate is above 95%. So that's definitely something I would be watching if you're an oil trader. Crypto, hopefully people weren't continuing to tell you to keep buying as we've made it all the way down now to our True Algo swing system. Lots of power right now on this current move. You can see these True Algo flex marks. As long as they're on the color candle of the reversal you want, and in this case a bullish move, it's letting us know that that move is strong. You can also use it to trail your stop loss for those of you that are on funding challenge accounts and you have to trail to protect your position. When Tether, for crypto folks, when Tether closes below here, we can get quite the run. We have intermediary True Algo scalp targets above us, as well as the beacon for Bitcoin. So lots of reasons to have a bullish move. Most assets are all saying the same thing right now, that we are expecting a bullish move out of the news release, but we'll just see. Again, right now, this is the only one that is confirmed bullish. This is neutral, and then this is bearish. So they're all playing sort of against each other right now. So True Algo members, I won't be looking at US 30 at all, even if we just have a bearish move right now. It's not something that I would look to take. And then we also have bearish targets below us on all assets. And then True Algo members, I just want to remind you guys about something. The green right down here, usually we clear that every 3 days, and today is Thursday, and it printed on Monday. So really good reasons to get down to this bearish target here, if not during the news, but during the New York session. And then True Algo members, something really, really important. We haven't been down here in a couple of days. So I really, really have reasons to get down to our bearish zones. There's the news release right now, guys. You can see that initial move is up that we talked about. Look, watch gold. See gold going up. Euro going up. See? Just makes sense to have a bearish move because we're reversing bearish from DXY. So both Euro, gold going perfectly. And then that ES is the only one that was bullish. I told you, US 30 folks, it's not of interest. And the NQ, there's no position to take at the moment. Okay? Because as you guys can clearly see, it's in between the zones. So no reason to do anything. It's just the ES longs. So those of you guys, True Algo members, if you're in the ES long position, this is an area now to look to take profit on that first position because now you've hit daily open. Okay? I'm going to keep referencing gold. Gold's almost to the full take profit on this move. And then the Euro is not to the open just yet. There's no gaps to be filled either. So just looking for gold to continue this move that we drew. I just want to make sure everyone's watching live that like I didn't delete anything. Like this is all I drew. And as you can see, it's playing out. You can see DXY as well going perfectly. Hopefully that helped you guys. Index is still playing out. ES going quite above. Next take profit area for this ES long would be right here where this New York high of yesterday is. There's still no gaps in pricing, so there's no other target except for that from True Algo. US 30 folks that you guys are in our Discord, I hope that I made a lot of sense about talking about that position was nursed and now it's a take profit if you were in it. Sorry, take profit down here, get out, now protect, and now you don't have to be red to start the actual New York session. Gold still pushing up. Ooh, that was nasty, that wick. You guys see how we're almost to the full take profit that we drew? And I just want to make sure everyone knows, like, what I try to show you in the difference between us and other people is, like, everyone else would draw, like, one up and one down. Like, there's no reason for it to go down because it has to be closed down here. Then it can go down. So right now you're just seeing from a live perspective how that plays out. And then New York folks and anyone else on gold, you just tapped the New York high of yesterday, which is why we saw that really aggressive wick just a second ago, because that was stop losses getting hit as well as the bigger players with their take profit area. So right now today, if you guys look at the chart, there's only been one short opportunity from True Algo on gold. And for those of you guys that think it has to be New York, you don't have to trade New York only. That was before London. There's the short win. This move up, it might look beautiful to you, but that's not using a True Algo strategy to chase this upwards. And then that close right there, that was the next bullish move. And then so you have 2 straight wins, 0 losses today on gold. Euro almost to the full take profit. DXY almost to the box. So here comes right now, about to hit the daily open for take profit. And again, as you guys see it, whether you got, there's a take profit now on the euro, whether you got in here or you got in here from True Algo, you guys can see the box doing its job, and then the drawing now, the full thing has played out, and then we are now approaching the scalp target, the True Algo magnet, and then another scalp target that's old that has not been cleared yet. You can see that we are now taking profit at the open. That's why we treat that as a take profit. And at the same exact time, simultaneously, guys, look, you see DXY has now hit the box. So headed up for this next take profit on the euro. Until we close bearish, there's no reason to be bearish on euro. So please don't fight it. Gold now has gotten to the full take profit. That's 2 for 2, 0 misses on live stream. And then ES would be 3 for 3, trying to get up here. I know that the NQ is up here bullish, but that's not a position I would have taken. It was just the euro, or sorry, the ES, folks. You guys can see it. And again, you pick whichever of these ideas are the one, any of these closes. I don't know when you're awake. I don't know when you're in markets, okay? But those are, every single one of those are an entrance idea depending on when you woke up today. And now, as you can see, a monster of a win. US 30, folks, I already told you guys about this position. When you say the Dow, which ticker specifically do you want me to show, Key? Like, just give me the acronym. And then what broker, and I'll pull it up for you. We're about to clear the True Algo scalp target to your right, guys. Watch this. You'll see a check mark show up in just a second. Really, really good move on this news event. Gold is still going up. There's no reason to be short on gold right now, guys. It has to close bearish from this box. This is a take profit area for True Algo. You guys can see from the close down here when that closed above the box. You guys see like how specific it is too? Look at these two candles. And just to show you like it's not blowing smoke or scams, like this right here, you see how they can't close above the box? But then right before the news event, we did. That's the difference in the system. It's specific. And then that's what's provided that gold long and why we drew what we did. Still, we are like 1 or 2 ticks away from clearing that scalp target on the euro. I feel like I need to wait for it to smack into it. The Dow is on this side, Key. That's why I was asking you that. All the way over here on the right side. So ES is on the left, NQ's in the center, the Dow or US 30 futures are on the right side, bud. I'm not trading the US 30 right now, if that makes any sense. Those of you guys, as you keep trickling in, there is no play now on gold. You guys can see that like there was the long idea that we had drawn from the beginning of the stream, and then now the full take profit has been hit from the box. When do you go long again on gold is when it closes above the box. And then you can push up to this magnet that we have by True Algo. But right now, this is where most retail traders will start going long, and then they'll start taking advantage of the commissions to pull them out. Oil's starting to do that bearish move that we're looking for going into the New York session. Again, we want to clear this scalp target down here and this True Algo beacon between 84 up to a 96.7% hit rate. This right here has a 96.8% chance to be cleared today, guys, on oil. There it goes. Sorry that I wasn't on the screen. You guys see now that it's been hit to the tick, and now there is a take profit. Because you see the wick. I just want to make sure you guys see it. Look. That's how we roll True Algo. Let everyone keep thinking that the high is now in for the euro, and we will continue to push up to the next circle. Let retail traders short, because it just allows us to have more profit on our positions. But absolutely perfect. You can see like this is the drawing for DXY, that getting down to this next target. DXY, we have a magnet by True Algo right here as well. Gold's still going. Index is now just slowing down. We're slowing down too because like US 30 is right at the top of the box. There's nothing to stop the ES and NQ on this move. It's just US 30. And because the Dow is at the full take profit from this part of the box at the very top, it's just slowing them down. I mean, you can see we haven't grabbed any liquidity. We haven't filled any gaps in pricing. So That's why you see price action stop instantaneously. So like, again, as a retail trader, when you're going long up here because you had that FOMO, when you watch the candle move aggressively without you and you jump in, you get filled up here. That's why you need this. You need us to tell you like the NQ wasn't a good idea, even though it went bullish just like the ES did. But like, this is why you need this. And same thing US 30, folks. That's why I told you guys in Discord before the news came out, before I jumped on live, I told you guys, if you were nursing a US 30 short, you are now in profit from extending contracts in, and now you need to get out or protect it. What is your question? What about oil? Why we can't go now bearish on oil is already closed below the box. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, man, I got you. So you can, Mohammed. So this would be my reasoning. If you're going to only use the day system, this is the day box versus this is the swing system by True Algo. By the way, gold's still going for it. That's why I told you, like, please don't short gold. It has to close below the box, guys. Let gold run off with everybody. Okay, Mohammed, check it out, bud. If you only want to use the day system, you're fine. Okay? As in, like, and then you can use the box as your stop loss to push down. But right now, you see how we're still within the swing system? So if you short early, this box can just push price straight upwards. The better close for a short is when it closes down here. So if you are going to be already short from closing from the day box, just make sure you have a very conservative stop to protect your position. That would be my suggestion for you. Gold is almost to the magnet now. Such a beautiful win. Euro's almost, remember I told you guys, like, let retail traders keep shorting the euro. You have not gotten to the full take profit box. That's what I just said to you guys. And I said, as retail traders continue to keep shorting, look, we'll just get to the next circle. DXY, the full idea is almost played out. Index is still strong. You guys see the flex of move. So for all of our current members, you guys, and just anyone watching now, like these True Algo flexes right here, as long as those appear, I said this to you guys earlier, and they appear, you always want to see them in a True Algo box, specifically on a candle of the reversal. So you can see they're appearing only on green candles because this is a bullish reversal box. So as long as we don't get rid of those, as in price comes and clears them, then price will continue to muscle up. That's the point of the True Algo flex that you're seeing right now. Again, that's a brand new thing that we've demoed for our traders. It just helps them, so if they're worried about the strength of the move, that's the point of the system, to help you. Gold is almost to our True Algo magnet. We have several things, like if you guys look over here, we have True Algo magnets, and there is a literal magnet. Then we have True Algo beacons, okay? And the beacon is down here with our lovely little star. And that statistics are up here. I leave it on for some of you guys if you want to read it. And then we have our True Algo scalp targets. And we have different time frame scalp targets related to like length of time, not like you would change it up here. Cool. And then as you guys can see, it's like magic. You see how the circle that was on the magnet, it's gone now. Say bye. So you guys see, like, there's no reason to be short on gold. This is the next target. We're going to hit this box. That's where the next set of retail traders will start to long. It'll wick down to take them out of their position. And until we close bearish from the box, there's no reason to be short. So if you ever struggle, like you take profit too early and like you fight a trend because you're trying to get back because you're upset that it went out without you, this will help stop you from making that mistake. Yeah, I hear you. Goodbye. Sorry if you heard my lovely background noise. Marius is asking, can our system used for scalpers? The one thing that I will tell all of you here, because we get the opposite question, people asking about our, how do I say this? About swing trading as well. Marius, all I can tell you is this. If you join us, we do this live every single day, and we try to show you the problems that 95% of traders have. And 95% of traders scalp, and they scalp on small time frames. And any of you guys watching, if you've been here for a while, you've heard me talk about this before. So you always want to go to a smaller time frame because someone taught you or you found something. And the reason why is I think when you go to a small time frame, you can get a sniper entry and to scalp a very small move. So this is what I'll show you about I mean, we can pick the asset because I don't want anyone to think we're blowing smoke. Like this was the long idea, right, on the euro. And I don't know if you were here the whole time, Marius, but I haven't fixed my drawing. Tell me what time frame you want to see. And then I'll move the chart and you'll see if it still worked at True Algo. So you pick. And everyone knows I don't know who Marius is. So once he answers my question, or she, I will change the time frame to whatever time frame they want from a scalper's perspective. But again, a scalper is somebody who should also say that they are okay losing more trades than they're winning because you're playing on a small time frame. And by the way, just want to show you guys, look, remember what I told you on the euro? Let every retail trader keep shorting, revenge trading, upset that they missed the move. And now look, we have gotten to the next circle. Do you guys see it? Do you see the power of it? That you don't have to fight. And right about here is where that's where price should stop. We're going to hit this box and there are going to be lots of take profits occurring on these long positions. And then when you close bearish from the box, then we go short. If not, we will continue to ride up to our next True Algo box. So you can really see the strength of a move. Okay, cool. So Marius is asking, can I look at a 5 minute? So Marius, I'm going to take this square and I'm going to outline the price action that would be a long position, okay, from the True Algo system. And so now here, I don't know what concept you're going to use for as a scalp trader, but you see this outline of this weird shape? That's when we had our first bullish move from True Algo to go long. Do you see it? And so I don't know what you use to go long or short on a 5 minute scalper's time frame, but do you see how we've hit the box from a 5 minute time frame? And now whatever sniper entry you want to use, there's a win. You see the scalp win out. There's the close out of the box. There's your scalp win. Now it pushes back in the box. But you see how this has a close? That move is too small. You also filled a gap. Pushes back down. You keep holding these True Algo boxes that are stacked. And then up here, leading in this news event, there's your 5 minute entries to go long again. And then there's the move for the news. So the good thing, if you want to use a smaller time frame, it's a different strategy than we teach you, but you're welcome to use it. We have a member who uses a 1 minute strategy. Okay? You just have to be aware that in this box, this is where you want to see your strategy work. This True Algo box is telling you this is where we should push upwards until you close below. So this box doesn't change. I think that's probably the biggest thing, Marius, or any of you guys that want to come here and you want to use different time frames. This box won't change. That will set you up for success. Versus when you usually change your time frame, every part of the indicator is going to change when you are with someone else. Look at that to the tick. Again, guys, don't tell me there's anything better in the world. Look at it. Do you see it live? By the way, you saw it on a 5 minute, how it's already, like, look at it, guys. There is nothing better. Look, from a live perspective, look to your left. Go ahead and tell me any other reason that price just stopped. The high of yesterday is right here. Their fair value gap is higher up than this right here. When I tell you that we are bullish till we hit the box, and now you see live, look at the candle. You see it, right? There's nothing better. I told you, this box is where price will start to reverse bearish. Once it gets a bearish close confirmation, that's the short. But this is the last time that retail traders, they have that 3 trade rule, right? You probably all were taught this. When you get 3 losses, you're done for the day. So this is the very last time that retail trader goes long, and then we can take them out. And the best part is, like, after we take them out of their position, this candle's not going to close bearish, by the way, guys. It has to close down here. So right now, when they start going long up here, they get taken out, and now they're done for the day. We push back up. We still close bullish. We remain bullish. It has to close bearish from the box, and that's not going to happen. Just so everyone understands, it's not going to happen for the next 13 minutes. It has to close all the way down here. That's not happening. That's why we stick to our time frames, Marius. By the way, as you guys can see, DXY move is fully playing out. Anyone, feel free to rewind the stream 20 minutes, and you will see all I told you is that DXY would be bearish, and we should have a bullish news event. Rewind the tape. I want to make sure everyone knows that everyone else, we do not BS here. This is where you come when you want to take this stuff serious. That was the drawing, and now look, fully played out. Fully played out. Gold, Those of you asked earlier, I told you all the things that we could do is the only thing is bullish. And the only thing you can do now, if you're talking about finding a pullback, you have to use our boxes. So where gold is now, by the way, this was a True Algo magnet. That's why that circle is there. This is going to be a bullish close above this box. So for me, there are two options for gold going into New York Open. To do this, and then this would be your long idea. The problem is your stop is going to be very far. So I would not use my normal position sizing to go long. Instead, I would love to get something like that. Does that make sense? And then by going long here, I can control my stop better. But I don't want to miss a move. So if I have conviction that this is a bullish close from True Algo, which it is, then if I normally enter into one lot, okay, for those of you guys that trade gold, then I would probably reduce my size because you see how far away from the box it is, so my stop is going to be really far. So I would use half of my sizing or maybe a quarter, and then I can layer in and scale in 1/4, half, 3/4, 4/4, or sorry, the full position, and then there's my stop down here. That way I don't miss the move. And if I only get 2 contracts activated, that's great. And that's better than entering in your full position here. Again, only for demo and paper trading purposes in theory, everybody. But that's how I would roll with it. And then, Muhammad, if you're still here, bud, I just want to show you why our system exists and why you asked, can I go short on oil? And I said, if you do, man, like, you got to be aware you're not looking at the swing box. Look at oil. You see how it's still green, bud? This swing box will hold oil up. The better short on oil is when it closes below here. Marius, and True Algo members, do you see his questions? Like, this is that stuff that I always teach you guys. Like, Marius, what if I told you my win rate was 20%? Would you say that I'm good or bad at trading? My win rate is 20%. What would you say? Would that make you join the group, or would you say I would absolutely never go there? You tell me. I'm just curious because what your questions you're asking is the mistake that everyone makes when you see these terrible social influencers on YouTube, on Twitter, on X, whatever you want to call it. But you got to answer, bud. You got to participate in the conversation if you're going to ask the question. And I'll explain to you. And those of you guys that are still here, I'll keep coaching you guys through the New York Open. But I want you to watch our conversation. It's really important because all of you have been in the position of the question he's asking right now. There you go. So, Maris, you at least know a lot more about trading than most people do. Okay, yeah. So, if I told you I have a 20% win rate, but I have an 8-to-1 risk to reward, am I a positive trader or am I a negative trader? If my win rate is 20%, but I have an 8-to-1 risk to reward. That's my only question to you. And the reason why I'm asking you this, Marius, and this goes for all of you guys that are watching this stream right now. If you are a retail trader, which, by the way, all of us are, okay, you guys have been taught by other indicators and other coaches to what's their win rate. And all of it is BS. They're not telling you the truth. And even if they did, you wouldn't be able to match my win rate or my risk to reward using the system. And our members will admit that too. None of them can trade like me, just like I can't trade like them. The only thing you get here is a system that allows you the opportunity to develop a strategy. And you can ask all of our members right now, Marius. We have traders that have been here for years. We have traders that have been trading for decades. And this is the first system that's allowing them a little bit of clarity for the ideas they've already had in markets and bringing that consistency to them. We have a strategy. When you join our group, you get the PDF strategy that goes there. I live coach with you guys every single day of the week. And from here, like, I have a question for Marius and anyone else, because, guys, it's important to know that you're not getting scammed, because I understand everything else out there is a scam. Marius, were you here when the stream started? And everybody else, call me out if I'm BSing. What was the only position I told you the DXY would be and the only position the Euro would be? What did I tell you the news event was going to be? And then tell me about my win rate. That's what I want you to do. And everyone call me if it's BS. What did I tell you that DXY would do, and what did I tell you the Euro would do? And then from there, what did I tell you gold would do? And look at it. Rewind the tape. So that is 3 for 3. That's 100% win rate, right? And then now go back to the indexes. I told you that the NQ, it doesn't matter that it went up. And even though I said that we would have a bullish move, and this is the difference, Marius, here, any of you guys watching. I told you on the NQ, even though we're going to get a bullish move from the news event because of where DXY is, I'm not going to go long on the NQ. I'm not going to go long on US 30 because they're not in our strategy. And I told you, the only long position is right here from the ES. So I can pick and choose which asset is going to be the best performer, and now I have my win. So now I'm 4 for 4, if you want to call that a win rate or whatever you expect it to be. And so that's the difference here is we do have a strategy that has over, like I can tell you our strategy has a 75% win rate. Okay? But there are times where some of the wins are only going to be 10, 20 ticks. But then look at this. If you want to talk about blowing smoke, if you're still here, bud, check this out. Just so everybody can understand that we don't blow smoke here at True Algo. We don't repaint, by the way. I know you guys are used to that with other indicators, and you're used to an indicator printing, and then it backtests, and then it switches, and the buy and sell signals disappear to basically wreck you out of your idea. Look, if you're someone who only trades in the New York session, that is a bullish close from True Algo. We coached this live yesterday in Discord. I told them why that this short was a bad idea because it's the same thing as today. The US 30, the Dow, and the ES were not bearish. Only NQ, so I didn't take this short, and I coached that live. Then there's the bullish close. US 30 was still neutral, and the ES was almost above our True Algo box, showing that the strength is there. Plus, we have the strength of move here from True Algo. That was the long idea, and you can go to our Discord. We coached it live, even on the free side. It's 350 ticks straight vertical. But then this is the best part. Do you see this box here, Marius? This is the very next day. And look, bearish close from the system. I'm sure you, using your 5-minute technique, can find a short idea here. The problem is, for all of you guys that use different time frames, I bet you would have shorted right here using 5 minutes. And this is why our strategy fixes your issues. You would have shorted right there. The problem is, this is where you're supposed to short. So now you wait, you don't get in a short, you don't get rocked after we have a long position. Those retail traders short, allowing our longs to go higher. And now up here, what do? True Algo box, bearish reversal, boom. And now price shoots straight down. And it's not a random price action. This is literally yesterday. And again, True Algo members tell me if I'm lying. Like that's exactly what we did. So for all of you here now, listen to my words. We just had a close as I was talking about that. Right now, the only thing you can be is bullish on the indexes. You cannot be bearish on the ES because you have a bullish reversal. The NQ is above the open and the ES is bullish. There's nothing bearish about this, okay? US 30, folks, you are the only one that is still unbelievably neutral because you're in the box and you're stuck. You need US 30 to close above the box to be bullish. So True Algo members, just like yesterday, I told you Monday and Tuesday, US 30 was the plays. And I told you yesterday, I was done. I am officially done with US 30 for like the week. And this is just telling you why. If it's going to sit here and play in boxes with tiny moves below and above it, I don't care about that asset anymore. I will focus on the bigger wins from ES and NQ. And just again, showing you guys live, like look at it, man. Look at the euro. And I don't know if you guys are still here because I know a lot of you guys as retail traders, you are taught to use a smaller message and I wouldn't do it, guys. Like a message, sorry, I'm reading chat at the same time. A smaller time frame. I know in this circle, if I go to a 5-minute, look, there's your short. So if you're a scalper, there's your bearish candle close and then now you push down for a win. You can see, look, it hits True Algo's box. There's your bearish close on a 5-minute. And if you're a scalper, there's your scalp. If you're a scalper, you have to have a smaller take profit, correct? I don't know where you guys come from, but if you were taught scalp trading, as in you go to smaller time frames, you aren't trying to get down here. True Algo allowed you to do that. So now if you're a scalper, maybe now you have better reasons to hold something. But True Algo members, this is why we stick to our time frames. And you guys can see that those traders are getting absolutely rocked by going long at the top again. Because what retail traders do right now, guys, is they think, oh, this is just a pullback. I can go long when they don't realize that this True Algo box is going to stop it in its tracks. And I'm not talking smack. You guys see it live. Gold, folks, again, look at this opportunity now. Remember how it was up here? And I told you, like, we just have to wait for the close. The close is in less than 2 minutes. You see how just by being patient now, that close is so close to the box, which means the stop loss is closer. That means scaling in now can allow us to push up to this box. And if we get stopped out, at least the stop loss is right here. The stop loss isn't from there to here. That's why patience matters. Oil, folks, do you see how it's still just dancing around these boxes? So Mohammed, again, for me, bud, the close up here during New York or the close down there for New York is the better idea. Remember what I told you? If you went short already like you asked, you have to use the box as your stop. And you can see that position still hasn't been stopped out yet, though. Use the box for what it is, bud. So right now, like someone's asking, how do we trade stocks? If you're an options trader, like right now, look, just by eyeballing it, this means what? For Tesla going into New York Open. This is the place where you take profit on your long positions or on your options calls, okay? This is not where you add in more to your options. This is where you look for reasons for puts when New York opens. If I'm on Apple, I can't do anything on Apple. You guys see it? Apple's right here where I'm drawing. And why? Because Apple is neutral. You have not hit a box on either side. But in the next 30 minutes, we might hit a box. Okay? What if you are on Microsoft? Microsoft is similar to Tesla. It's now hitting the box. This is not a place where you go long. This is for reasons when it closes bearish, you can go short. But what if you're an NVIDIA trader? NVIDIA is confirmed bullish. You see it? Because it's above this box here. So like for me, above this box is option calls on NVIDIA. Microsoft and Tesla will have short or put ideas. Apple, you can't touch right now because it's neutral. You see? No box hit. That's how I look at options contracts. And the only suggestion would be those of you guys that are a member of ours for demo and paper trading only, if you're going to play with options, your position can go the correct way and the Greeks will still ruin you. Okay? So you might want to adjust to a slightly smaller time frame and be more aggressive. Okay? You see how Tesla right now live, look at it going red. And then look at Microsoft going red. Okay? And these are two of the bigger market makers, so they're going to make the indexes be slightly red as well. Apple pushing down too, but Apple is neutral right now because it's not at a box. I hope that helps. Yeah, and see like the index is starting to peel off red. That's the only reason, guys, why I leave those stocks up there, because they help me make decisions on the indexes. Ravine, I will not show gold on the 15-minute time frame. The reason why is if I show you it on a 15-minute time frame, you might have had some ideas, and for every idea, here, I'll make you a deal. Let's do this then. This is the first bearish close. Then this is the first bullish close, okay? And so now looking at those circles, let's look at it on a 15-minute. I'll make you that deal at least. You see the two circles? That's using the time frame we teach you guys on, correct? So now look at it on a 15-minute. The reason why, guys, I'm hesitant on switching to the 15-minute is I don't want to teach True Algo members to change time frames to try to make it work in their favor. Because what I'm doing right now is what every bad influencer does. They change their time frame to try to make the position look better. Okay? So you can see on a 15-minute time frame, these circles both offered the same position. Does that make sense, Ravine? So if you use the 15-minute time frame, there's your bearish close, there's your short from True Algo, there's your bullish close, there's your long from True Algo. So it still was 100%, and even here, look at the closes. So you asked, that's what it looks like. But here's the problem. You see this right here? That is a bearish close from True Algo. So if you used a 15-minute time frame, you would have went short right there. And now look what happened to you. You would have got wrecked. So that's why I don't use, or we do not teach on a 15-minute time frame for commodities. We stick to a 30-minute time frame. And don't let anyone, guys, please, for whatever you believe in, don't let anyone tell you you can't trade on a 30-minute time frame or a 15-minute time frame. It's too long. Okay? They're just trying to get you to squeeze into a 1-minute time frame so you can fulfill their affiliate fees that you give to them. You're welcome, Ravine. Oil, that short, still holding. You know what I mean? Again, Mohammed, I'm not sure if you're in it, bud, but we have so many reasons to get down here. I'm just saying, if you short just the day box, which is totally fine if you're going to not pay attention to the swing system, please be very cautious about that stop. You don't want to have a very far stop because the swing system can hold it. Just like if your target is to go from this box ravine all the way down here to the scalp target, we might just stop here in the swing box, and that would be your first take profit, like to try to get down right there. Hope that helps you, bud. You guys see how gold is holding the box live right now from that initial entrance point? Just showing you guys live how the box is flipped. Index is still holding bullish. It's absolutely beautiful. Again, I just want to make sure everyone's aware, and you can rewind the tape. I understand that I was showing you that some of the stocks might look bearish, and that's why price is pulling down a little bit. You can only be bullish right now. You can't be bearish. US 30, you're neutral. And you can see it. Like, do you see what True Algo's doing to this asset? You see how it's just playing in this box? So for you Dow folks, you need a close below here. But listen to my words very carefully right now, guys. If I tell you you need a close below this box to be bearish, you'll probably say, well, what the heck about this? And I agree with you. And my question to you is, the reason why I am not going to play US 30 today is because if I want to go short, I need either this asset, the ES, or this asset, the NQ, to also be bearish. Can you see how far away we have to close down here to make US 30 be bearish? Do you see it? It is so far away. So instead, for me, I use True Algo for what it is, and I'm only trying to get a bullish push up right now, going into this New York Open here in 25 minutes. That's it. And if this asset pushes down, then I just missed the short. That's totally fine. I don't care. And I mean that, guys. Like, I have rules, and we teach our rules to our members. Like, I'm not going to chase any type of short right now. And I'm going to be honest with all of you right now. If you go short right now and you win, I'm happy for you. But you also just destroyed your strategy. What's going to happen now is every time this happens, whatever you see on the chart, it's a 50-50. And so now you go short, and tomorrow, let's say it presents the same idea. So now you have more conviction on your idea, and then now price, when you go short, just does this. But you hold more. You actually add more to your position because you have conviction because yesterday you were right. You teach yourself bad rules and bad habits, and the market will absolutely humble you. And just to show you, like in a live position, look, that is a new high. That's why I'm telling you there's no reason to be bearish on the indexes right now. Don't touch US 30. That thing's neutral. But on the indexes, it's only up. We know that the shorts are when it's down here. I hope that helps you guys. And by the way, just look at it from a live perspective, guys. Look at this thing. Rewind the tape. I want to make sure you guys know we're not blowing smoke or trying to scam. Do you see it? Every one of those retail traders going long at the top, man. And it's just like, thank you. We will take profit on this monster. Again, guys, 30 straight minutes vertical. No stop loss, no drawdown, no trailing drawdown, nothing. Just straight vertical. And then where retail traders now go long, they get destroyed. Gold is now down to the very bottom of this box. Cool. So just be noting. And we're about to clear that True Algo flex too, everybody. So gold, folks, when you close below this box, see how it's pushed down? It has to close. When it closes below there, now it's short. I understand that this is a bullish move, okay? So you have to call it like you see it. So if this is where you decided to go long, you're now in the process of being in a potential loss after having the win here and then the win there. Oil just put in a new low, Muhammad, or any of you else, you guys watching? Crypto folks, Bitcoin played out that long idea right here. Look at all those flexes, by the way, all on the bullish side. Bullish, 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 bullish. And then full take profit hit, and now we're starting to sell. Ethereum also had a bullish close right here. And then if you're a fair value gap trader, your gap was just filled. And that's why Ethereum stopped before it got to the box. Tether, when it can get a close below here, it's going to send crypto flying upwards. There's another new high on the NQ. About to get a new high on the ES here. Just waiting a little bit. Gold trying to hold the box the best that it can. Okay, cool. Oh, JL, yes, you can trade shares. It's the same concept, right? So like if you think about it, like right here, even if you're not an options contract person, would this be somewhere where you would sell, or would this be somewhere that you would add position to your Tesla stock? And then this would be somewhere where you would look to sell. And then once it comes down to this box and closes bullish, or one of these boxes to close bullish, that could be somewhere where you pick up some, if that means anything. Yeah. Those of you guys on gold, just be conscientious of like where the euro is and DXY are, that they're trying to flip the market. Again, you see it? If DXY is trying to muscle up bullish and the euro is muscling down from a True Algo box, then gold, the money's not going into gold. It's being taken out of gold and put back into DXY. The whole point is to be able to get more dollar or more gold for free without having to actually buy more of the physical asset. Instead, you just move it between the two. There's a new high on the ES and then a brand new high again on the NQ. Again, guys, there's no reason to be bearish whatsoever. It has to hit the box. Just showing you guys like from a live perspective. NQ going into New York, I presume we're going to hit this box, but we can see like this is where it has to close to be bearish, and that's in 15 minutes. If we can get a bullish move here in the next 6 minutes and hit this box, and then right at New York Open, we have a bearish close because we can see that that's probable, we can have a short opportunity for New York. The only problem is I would really like to get the ES higher, but maybe the ES for New York Open can't close above the New York high yesterday, and then right there we'll hold that, and then that can be a push down, but the NQ would be the only play. The ES, we don't short in the middle of boxes. Oil putting in a new low just now. Gold as well. I haven't checked any other Forex pairs. So like, watch the right side of your guys' screen. You should see that the pound should look the same, I'm guessing, using True Algo. So what you want to see as we're waiting for it to load is like, was this a bullish close? And then I don't think we got to a box. But never mind. There you go. There's True Algo for you. Bullish close into the news event, push up. Very, very small bearish close right here during that London session. And 7 a.m. Where's 7 a.m. on this? 7 a.m. is right here for DXY. DXY did not close above the box for that initial short. There's the bullish close, and then it pushes up. And then again, for the pound folks, the same exact time, make sure you look at the euro, which the euro never confirmed bearish for that short. This is the euro versus the pound. This is my favorite Forex pair to be on. So just trying to see if we got a bullish close right here. If this was a True Algo box, that is a bullish close. Pushes straight up, and then now you're trapped between boxes. So now there's no interest of the euro versus the pound. It's just the euro for the rest of today. I would stay on the euro. Gold, really aggressive selling now. Lots of stops are being hit. Oil pushing down, very aggressive as well. And then index is just still slowly trying to muscle up to the box. New York opens in about 18 minutes. Sorry, I'm trying to check our Discord real quick. If you guys have any questions, please let me know. Okay, cool. And now things slow down as we have to wait 2.5 more minutes for another close. So as we're about to have this close in 2.5 minutes, on all other asset classes, we still have to wait for New York Open because those closes are based off of 30-minute timeframes. So just to be clear, there's still no reason to be bearish on indexes. We're still looking for a push up. Unless you're on US 30, you're still neutral. Again, you are trapped in the box. So for almost, 50 minutes now about not wanting to be on US 30. And you can see like it's just absolutely trapping people in this box versus look at the directional move from the other two. Abdul, so like think about it like this. If I am trading as a hedge fund or someone who actually has the money to like move price action, when gold is at a high, you want the dollar to be at a low. And so what happens is now your gold is worth more than the dollar. So what you do to push gold down, you don't want to lose in profit. So you short gold and then you take the profits from that short and put it into the longs on the dollar. And now as the dollar pushes up, now you have more cash from the longs from the dollar because you're raising its value. And then you're simultaneously pushing gold's value down, which is short. And so then when gold gets back down here, you take the money from the short position and then you can physically buy more gold for free. And you just keep repeating that process. So typically if the dollar is going up, gold tends to go down because you take your money out of the dollar and put it in gold and you keep going back and forth. The goal is to keep creating more of the asset without having to physically use your own money to buy it. That's what I mean. Gold is more than retraced the full move now, by the way. From this was the news event right there, and now it's all the way back down. There's the next 15-minute close, and then just so everybody's aware, the only thing we can do still going into New York Open in the next 15 minutes is bullish. This is not a place where you would be aggressively entering in because if you were to go long right now, you're hitting a box so close. And then where's your stop? Your stop is down here. So it's not a place to enter in or be aggressive. The longs were earlier. US 30, you're still trapped in the box. So we're still waiting. So sorry that this will be a little bit boring for the next 15 minutes, folks. And again, it's just like you see the euro. Like you got to just think about it, man. Like the amount of people who we missed the move, that box is being hit. The euro and the US dollar are the two biggest pairs of Forex in the market. And like, just showing you guys, I know sometimes it sucks that you have to wait 15 minutes or 30 minutes for a candle close. I understand, man, but like, just look at it. We told you first it would hit this right here. The first intermediary target from True Algo. That was the first circle if you rewind the tape. Then I told you retail traders will continue to keep shorting from this circle and it will allow us to get to the next circle. And then once we get to this box, that's the very last time that the retail trader is going to go long. And then from there, it's going to allow us a short opportunity. And no, I am not in a short, okay, because it takes 30 minutes to close. But you can just see from a live perspective that absolutely drawdown on it. Yeah, man. No, I mean, I try to stick to rules. I don't win every single trade. Please don't anyone get it flipped. Like, it's just I have rules set in place. Just like for a lot of you guys, like, you have to understand, a lot of you were taught before you came here that you're supposed to, like, you're waiting for the New York to open. You know what I mean? And you're on edge. You're like, you can't sleep at night. The weekends suck because you can't trade during the weekend. And so, like, you're so aggressive for the New York Open when a lot of times if you just took 30 minutes or an hour away from New York Open, you don't think you're going to get plays anymore, and you absolutely will. Again, just always think about, like, what does a retail trader do, and then just do the opposite of that, and you can usually set yourself up for a lot of success. If you guys have questions, feel free to let me know. The only reason why I get quiet is, like, guys, I'm not a YouTuber. I don't sit here and try to make money off of socials and stuff like that. I try to trade. And so like when I stick to my rules. And so there is not a close now till New York opens. Sorry, that was a very bad drawing. We're on the 15-minute time frame. The only thing I can do is continue to be bullish. There's no reason to be bearish because it has to close below a box. So over the next 12 minutes, I'm just waiting for price to do this, to do that. That's all I'm waiting for. And this is how my rules work. If price stops right here, by the way, and New York opens and it goes straight down, it's not a short that I take. You might have reasons that you go short, and I really hope it works out for you. I mean, I would like this to get hit because that's that previous New York high. And then I can have a very aggressive, like small trade opportunity, but that's not using the boxes. I much rather this happen. And where people chase the bottom here, it just then muscles all the way back up to the top box. So those rules keep me in place, and over a longevity, I don't blow accounts. I don't make bad or harsh decisions. US 30, again, might be the only opportunity. Like, if US 30 closes below here, that's a short, but you need one of these two to help you. And if you guys look, we're right by the open price on both of them. And so maybe they can drop below that and that can help build bearish. But statistically speaking, it's just very bad habit. So like, I just have to wait. Like I might have to wait 2 hours. So what do? I just set an alert here and here. And I wait for my alert to go off and I go about my day. I don't sit here for 2 hours and get FOMO and anti-revenge and all that. Sorry, and revenge trade this. I can't get this. There it goes. Waiting is something that we don't usually have, like the patience in markets, and it really will help you using the system. Oil, Muhammad, again, like it's just rules. If you did take the position that you did, I mean, oil's absolutely going for it, bud. And if you did, then this is that first take profit. As you can see now, it's gotten to the bottom of the box. Again, oil folks just being conscientious of that New York's going to open here soon. There's a lot of probability that New York can push up, fill the gap, and then go down. Again, we want the close to be lower. And we're trying to get after these statistics, this 96.8, 95%, 92% hit rates on these targets down here on oil. There's two of them right here. And also, New York is going to open oil into the New York price of yesterday. So maybe something like that overall, one of these two ideas. Crypto folks, Ethereum still holding, Bitcoin potentially going to... Crypto folks, you won't have an opportunity here on the close because Bitcoin's about to close bearish. Ethereum is bullish and Tether is still bullish or neutral. So what does that mean? There's not really an opportunity on Bitcoin, at least for New York Open. You'd have to wait a little bit. Notice that for 15 minutes, it's been, 7 minutes, 6 minutes? And we're still in the same place on indexes. It's literally in the same spot, guys. Jay, I don't know how to answer that question. So the question is, how does the indicator perform during all-time highs with bullish signals? I don't know what you mean by I don't follow bullish signal indicators like buys and sells, so I can't answer that. What I can do, Jay, is can you just tell me what asset and when, and I can rewind the tape. So tell me what asset and tell me when, and we shall see. I don't know if like you want me to show crypto, if you're wanting me to show one of the indexes when they were setting in new all-time highs. You just got to let me know, bud. Gold has nothing yet for 8 more minutes. If gold closes below this box, then this would be a short opportunity. If gold closes back above this box, that would be a long opportunity. But right now you are in the box, so it's neutral. And then you guys, again, see oil over here. See how they're starting to take profit on that idea? That's why I was telling you, if you did go short, that once you get to the bottom of the swing box, that's a place where you need to have to take profit idea, because that's where you can muscle price straight back upwards again. So you said on the NQ, Jay? Let's see. This was earlier this week, by the way, Jay, right here. First short, second short. See if we'll get here for a third short. Where are all-time highs? Let's see what happened. This was the all-time high, I think is what you're talking about, Jay. And let's see if True Algo set us up or not. I have to go back further. Dang it. Come on. And I meant to say bullish ideas, not signals. Oh, yeah. So check it out, Jay. So right here, you see how this box, and by the way, this is the all-time high right there. You see down here, that's the True Algo swing system. You see how we have that bullish close right here above it, and you're above the swing box. And now look, just so we are different than other people. Now look down here to your right, everybody. You see this green arrow? It's telling us it's trending. And if you're not sure, watch. You'll see that it will change now. It'll actually say the word trending, and it's green. And so there's your bullish idea from True Algo. And notice there's no shorts here. And then as we keep pushing around here in the all-time highs, look at the very, very tippy top right there. And this one is to the tick, by the way, guys. Again, think about an asset that's worth 18,700 points, and that is to the literal tick. Do you see it? And so right here, Jay, as you're asking, where everyone and their mom is saying, put all your money in the stock market, all-time highs, all-time highs. We got to the all-time highs from our swing system, which is fantastic. And then the very next day, this is where you look to short. And you see this right now, like on the euro and stuff like that. It's just showing you. So it doesn't even matter that you're in all-time highs. You got to long it. And then right here is where you look to short it. And you told me the asset. You picked the asset, and there you go. So hopefully none of you guys were going long at 18,700. This would have told you for the rest of that day, you should just push down. And obviously you can see from here, we've gone from 18,700 straight down to this area. And let's try to see what happened here. All I'm doing now, Jay, is just looking at the low. We still have time, guys. New York doesn't open for 5 minutes, so those of you guys just hanging out with me. This is the previous week. So, and hold on real quick, just to show you, Jay, look. Let's say that you weren't here when this was around. Look at that. So literally caught the low at 17,149, and we're 1,000 points higher in less than 2 weeks. And then let's see what happened here. This was a bearish trend. Let's see what happens. I don't know, but you'll get your question answered real quick. And there you go. We're in the True Algo trend. See all the green? All right. So now going into this current New York session, New York's going to open here in 3.5 minutes. And so far, the ES is still confirmed bullish. The NQ is neutral. It hasn't hit a box yet. And US 30, folks, you're neutral as well. As I told you guys, and I'm being honest, if price goes straight down right now, it's not a short that I take. You can take it, but that's not something I do. I follow my rules. I would really like to get the ES to pop into here. And the craziest thing for all of you guys, if you're around for New York, because I won't be on here the whole time, is like guys can do this. And that's where like I protect myself, that I don't take that short. And then right about there where that gap fills, where everybody goes short, and then boom, straight to the box above. We need multiple assets, like 2 of 3, to have a close from somewhere. Just like we could push down here at New York Open, and the NQ could push up and hit this box, and then close bearish, and that can allow us to have a short opportunity. Excuse me. So that's what I'll be watching. New York opens in 2.5 minutes. Look at that, man. You want to talk about... Listen, you guys can all watch it live. Look, this is why we teach you the time frames we do. Marius or Marius, whoever you are, if any of you guys are still here, do you see the euro now? Look what color the candle is. This is why we teach you guys the time frames that we use. Now we're all the way down there, remember? But I told you it's not a short yet. It has to close bearish. And now look, the euro is straight back up again. This is what your gurus don't teach you. Like in a live environment, you have to wait. That's why they change the time frame to trick you. Look at the same candle. When you back test, you don't feel what that feels like. With that FOMO where you're like, man, I need to go short. And now look, every one of those retail traders, what do you think they just did at the low? They're gone. Their accounts are gone. You have to wait for a bearish candle close from this box. That's why I love the system. And Marius, this is just to prove that point. If you use that 5-minute technique that you're looking at, you absolutely can get a scalp, as you call it, but we are literally above the candle open again, and it's still bullish. It's got to close bearish. All assets, we use a 30-minute time frame, except for index futures, 15-minute. If you're a stock trader with options, you can also try a 15-minute time frame. Everything else, it's a 30-minute time frame always. And you guys can see like how gold continues to be difficult, and this box is saving it. There is no short or long to be had, by the way, on gold for New York Open, because it has to close below. And this is not a long position if it closes there. So gold, you have to wait another 30 minutes. And then look at oil, Muhammad and anybody else. You see how it put in a new low as we were moving between assets? But look, it's straight back into the box. There's no short yet. And so this is why I was telling you, like, during New York, this can happen. You see the drawing? How pushes down, and now this wick, get up here, boom, and then push back down. And then the next short would be a close below the box. Hope that helps you guys. New York is just about to open. I want everyone to pay attention right now because this is something you guys don't catch a lot. Look, you see how the NQ and the ES are red? Look at the US 30 right now. These are bigger players posturing individual stocks for this New York Open. Okay, we are literally going in opposite directions. There is no short for myself using our system on any of the indexes. What would be amazing if US 30 can close up here, we're already bullish on these ones. You know what I mean? So we shall see. But if it shorts and goes down, it's not something I'm going to chase. If you are using our system, or if you're not using our system, that's fine. But I would just suggest you guys never use something smaller than a 15-minute candle on index futures. There's New York Open. Again, we are bullish and bullish only. If it pushes down, that's fantastic. I don't care. I won't be shorting. But right now, we're looking to continue up to our boxes. And you guys can watch it happen. And if I'm wrong, that's totally fine. I don't care. I was not wrong earlier on everything else except for that one gold close that we had above here, right? Right there. And then now gold is neutral. By the way, look at oil doing exactly what we said. You guys see it? Look at the drawing. Once it closes below there, look, it's to the tick too, by the way, guys. Then we can look for it to be bearish now. That's why I told you Muhammad, that full move played out. By the way, US 30 almost to the top of the box. NQ going to put in a new high here shortly. ES, folks, we're targeting right there. Sorry to talk so fast, guys. It's New York Open. There's a lot of volatility, and I'm going to try to help as many people as possible. Just note that I told you, you can only be bullish. If it goes short and it's bearish, that's fine. I can't short. We can only be bullish right now. Euro, folks, be conscientious of two things right now. You guys notice the candle did close bearish. That is a bearish confirmation from True Algo. But listen, this is live, okay? I want you to be looking right here. The DXY did not confirm bullish. And when I trade ideas from a demo and paper trade purpose only, this is just in theory, we have to have a confirmation from DXY. So when DXY closes above our True Algo box right here, that will be a good short idea on the euro. So this is not a short I'm going to take. And guess what? If it pushes down, so be it. I need DXY to close above. Does that make sense, Forex folks? You can see now, again, I told you this is not a place to go long, not a place to go short. We're trying to get over here. You might have to wait 15, 30 minutes for it to get up there, guys. Let them trap as many people as possible right here. Don't chase. Let those people get trapped. Let them get destroyed in these wicks. You guys see the wicks on both sides of NQ? There's a wick on both sides of US 30. Let those people to get trapped. And by the way, anyone, look, I just want to make sure you know I'm not blowing smoke. Look what I said. Look at Tesla. You asked, not me. Whether you did options contracts or you asked from a demo and paper trade purpose only, this is only for education. Look at Tesla. That's a 100% win rate. There you go. Look at it. Remember what I said? The only thing you could do is look to sell Tesla. And now look. Boom. And watch it get all the way down here too. So, and I know, there you go, bud. I told you Apple is not something to touch because it hasn't hit a box. Microsoft's still holding the system. And then look at NVIDIA, right side of your guys' screen. Look, I told you, the only thing you can do is be looking for NVIDIA to go up. And now look, you have to be aggressive. Look, right into the True Algo box is stacked, and now it's done. You don't long the top. This is where you were looking to push up, and boom, straight to take profit. And now you start selling when everyone else from retail traders go long, and they get rocked. That's why you got to be fast, man. Look at it, just absolutely ripping them. Everything is red, so I'm presuming indexes. Oh, no, they're still holding strong. Look at you. This is what I was saying, guys. Sorry to talk so fast. I'll slow down. Look at the direction of US 30. You see how it's green? Look at the direction of the NQ. Super red. Look at the ES. It's at the opening of New York. All three are doing different things of each other. All this is posturing between individual stocks from bigger players. That's why I told you this is let everyone else chase right now. Let them go long. Let them go short. Let them get ripped apart. Just be patient. Okay, we're looking for this to happen. We're looking for a bullish close on US 30 above the box. Don't chase this price action. They're going to rip you apart. Notice that the euro is literally frozen. You guys see it? This is the advantage of the system when you have a live coach that's trying to help you, that even though this might happen, it's harder for this to happen because DXY has not confirmed. So look at a different pair. Maybe the pound. It wouldn't matter with the pound. Let's look at the UCAD or the UJ. The reason why I'm saying that is because there might be a potential long position or short position on one of those two. And you can already see it. Watch this. Will be some type of bearish close right here from True Algo. And nope. And see, look, same exact thing. Like, look, it's too close. Had the initial little long that pushed up, and then now confirmed bearish, trying to push down. I really don't like that wick, by the way, True Algo, guys. And right now, the UJ is holding the low of New York, or sorry, the high of New York yesterday. So a close below there will bring lower prices for the UJ. Right now, the UJ is going to hold neutral in the box. Sorry, guys, I'm trying to cover as many things as possible. And I do have to leave here in 10 minutes. You see how the euro is still holding? That's why I told you, you need DXY to close above if you're going to look to short the euro here. Don't do that. Oil just going for it. So I got, guys, again, if this is the biggest learning thing that you see here, look at oil. Remember how like I was coaching Muhammad on this live? And I think Muhammad is a member, by the way. Like, look, that protects you. This protects you. That if you went short, I told you, you have to look for a take profit idea at the bottom of the swing box, because where you might think it needs to get to the scalp target, this is a great time to take profit. And now look how it holds it to the tick, and it's just straight vertical. And by the way, oil rarely moves this aggressive. So there are lots of people, bigger players that are trying to fill orders on oil right now, because oil is very cheap. It just means that they want to push oil up. Oil needs to get back to like the 82, 83 level. US 30, look at the opposite direction of markets right now. NQ selling off like crazy. It's not a short I take. US 30 is at the very top of the box, super bullish. It has to close above. And then the ES is just literally in the New York Open. Still, guys. Still. Remember, we've only been open for 6 minutes. We've now tapped the daily open on the NQ. And this is one of those things of like, if you're someone who plays the opens, you have to understand that this is a 50-50. And if you go long or short, what's your stop? That's why at True Algo, we teach the opens are a take profit tool. It is not an entrance tool. If you treat it as an entrance and you back test over and over and over and over again, you will notice it'll always be 50-50, like 46 to 52 or 54 and stuff like that. And I'm telling you guys, like this doesn't bother me. There's too many other things that happen perfectly from the news event release that I don't have to chase a lower probability move. Look at, I mean, the ES SPY SPX, folks, it's literally green. NQ, super red. US 30, super green. What does that tell me? All it is conflict. We want them to look the same. And the reason why they're at conflict is because, look, confirm bullish, confirm neutral, confirm neutral. So 2 out of 3 are neutral. That means I don't chase, I don't force, I don't get trapped. And if I short NQ and I win right now, And I said this to you guys earlier. Then tomorrow, I'm going to try to do the same thing, and I'm going to hold my position longer. I'll buy in more, and then NQ will rip my heart out and push up. That's why I don't use those ideas. Something that could be fantastic here is if we hold this open right here on the NQ and US 30 closes above the box that you guys can see there, the ES is already confirmed. Now we can muscle up to the box here. And what I really want is to hit this and then get a bearish close to just continue to push down again. Look at oil. Jesus, man. Look at this box. You guys see this? I don't know how many of you guys trade oil. This is so rare for it to be that aggressive on the same candle. And just showing you guys, like I talked to you just a second ago about protecting. Like, this is why with True Algo, you wait for the close. Do you guys see it? All those people that saw that mega green candle on oil, and I told you guys, this is so rare for it to move like that. What do you think those retail traders do? They don't know that that box is here. They don't know that you have to close above it. And so they long right there and look at oil rip them out. Retail traders follow the color of the candle, and that's usually why they get wrecked. And because they change their time frames, the candles are different on every time frame. Look at Bitcoin. Like I was just saying, guys, like Bitcoin was the only one that was confirmed bearish. I told you Ethereum, rewind the tape. It filled the gap. That's the take profit. It's done. And now look at crypto. You need Tether to close where this circle is if you want to be bullish on crypto. And now it's a beautiful sell. It's going to push back down, and we're going to keep pushing down until it hits this box and then can close bullish again. Doesn't matter the asset or asset class. We can move between them. But just showing you guys, rewind the tape, find the crypto side, and you'll see what I said. You need Tether down here if you want to be bullish on crypto. If not, it's going to hurt you. Notice the euro, guys. Just calling it like I see it. This is the live environment that I try to help members in that I think is different than anyone else out there. Because even though you got a bearish confirmation on the euro and you might push in there, we try to help you live with our coaching that I told you. This is not a good short yet. You have to have DXY play ball. And you guys can see DXY is not bullish yet. It has to close bullish. This allows us another opportunity to set up a bigger short idea if we can close bearish again and DXY can muscle up. If not, we are going to continue to push up higher on the euro. Marius, the team will get you activated. I can't do it while I'm live on the stream, bud, but they'll get you activated really quick. Oil, I can't believe how much oil is moving. Volatility is fantastic, but that's crazy. US 30, folks, again, that's why we talk about having a close. You see how it pushes up? And now top of the box, start selling. Don't chase, guys. I understand that these shorts are enticing. And if you want to short, feel free, man, but it's not something that I do. I'm not trying to stop you from doing what you want. You do whatever you want. Cool? ES is filling this gap right here. If you're a fair value gap trader, I just want to prove a point to you guys. I'm not saying anything bad about the technique, but this is why I tell you, like, fair value gaps are different on every time frame. And how did you know that this fair value gap was going to invert? Look at the NQ. If you went long off that fair value gap, look what happened to you. Does that make sense? Just let it run, man. ES is now fully filled that gap. And guys, True Algo members, I just want you guys to pay attention. Look at this, and look at this. Do you see how different the three of them are? And this is one of those times, man, that's just like my aggression level is so much lower. I told you guys I'm okay letting it run. I call it for like I see it, and I'm not in these. If you are, I'm so happy for you. I want you guys to win every single time you can. But there's too much conflict on the screen for me to jump into something to get wrecked, at least for the indexes. And all we're doing right now is just we are retracing the news event. Remember, we literally just tapped the news event right there, by the way. I can't believe how bullish US 30 is compared to the other two. That's nuts. So just to look at NVIDIA. Oh my God. Well, now we know why there's conflict. Look, Tesla shorts are still going amazing. You guys see it? Left side of your screen. Apple, we said was neutral, not to touch it. Look at Apple, straight green. Microsoft, we said was bearish, right? And then look, it's starting to sell off now. That's why indexes are tanking. Look at NVIDIA. Remember what I told you? Bullish, up to the box. This is where you do not add in anymore. And now look, zoom. That is an unbelievable sell on NVIDIA. And now Apple's going ape. This is why US 30 looks so different than the indexes. Look at US 30. So I can assure you the US 30 is playing off of Apple right now. And then the NQ and the ES are playing off of NVIDIA and Tesla. So what happens is like the bots of your hedge fund controls multiple assets. And that way they can move the market's direction in that favor of that asset or asset grouping. And that's what you're seeing right now. Because again, if you're like, why the heck is US 30 up, but these are down? A lot of you guys probably think they move in the same direction. You can see that they don't. And again, if Apple's unbelievably bullish and NVIDIA, Tesla are unbelievably bearish, you can see that the hedge funds that are pushing Apple up are also using the US 30. Does that make sense? And by the way, just showing you guys why I don't chase this price action because of these wicks. That gap was filled. Was your stop that low? You know what I mean? And now you're just sitting inside that gap. So what's your trade? I'm totally okay not being in anything. I had the news event, I had the wins, and now I'm just waiting for boxes to get hit. And I'm sorry I'm talking so much. The other thing that sometimes we don't realize in a live environment, everybody, is like New York's only been open for 14 minutes. Like there's 8 hours of the New York session. Somebody keeps asking about natural gas. I apologize. Let's look. So right now, as we're waiting for it to load, we want to see like, was this a box down here? I'm pretty sure it is, knowing True Algo. And then was this also a bullish close from that? And then right now, the only thing you can be is bullish, even before the boxes load. And there you go. See, leading into that news event, you guys see natural gas right here? There is the into the box and now pushed up. And that was a bearish close, by the way. Again, being cautious going into that New York Open. And then now doesn't matter whether you're in or not in anything on natural gas. The only thing you can be is bullish or neutral. The reason why I'm saying neutral is because you've hit the box on both sides on that candle, but you can only be bullish. Or neutral. The reason why you cannot be bearish, everybody, on natural gas is it has to close below the boxes. So you can be bullish, you can be neutral, but you cannot be bearish. And then when will you have another big move from natural gas? As soon as it closes up here. That's how fast you can analyze a chart. You don't have to spend hours and pulling all these different tools from TradingView. It's a waste of time, in my opinion. Look at the euro still pushing up. Look at DXY pushing down. Again, current members, I just want to show you guys, calling it live with you all to help. This has to be up here to push this down. They've now swept the high to take out all those people who went short on the euro to take them out. And Marius, I know you already joined, bud, but just shows you my point of why we use 30-minute closes. US 30. So, and again, it's important to be honest with everybody because like I don't sit here and try to blow smoke or scam. US 30 is the only one that's bullish. And so is the ES. Okay? The NQ is still neutral. I can't play the NQ. The US 30, folks, you do have a bullish long idea from that close. And the ES is also bullish, which we've been covering. But if you're going to go long on US 30, you see how far the stop is. So you need to position smaller when you practice, guys. Does that make sense? This is not I go full in position to make up for a loss. And also, you've already hit the first take profit. Right now, the next thing is trying to get to that New York high, which, by the way, why are my levels not extended? What is going on here? You can see ES now is trying to hold that gap, and then NQ is just in bad places right now. Again, completely neutral. I told you, I have no FOMO that this short pushed down. I don't care. Marius, try force closing your trading view and then reopen it, and it's probably already there, bud. Someone else, Camel, if you're in here, bud, all you guys have to do, if you guys join True Algo, you can see the indicator, force close your trading view. That's not us. That's a trading view issue. Force close trading view, reopen it, and then you'll see the indicators populated. That's what happens with an invite-only indicator. Trading view has to be restarted, and you'll be good. US 30 still going for it. Again, members, I'm just telling you, this long idea, it's not bad because the ES is also long. It's just if you're going to be in it, you just have to have a more conservative stop because the NQ is still unbelievably bearish and your stop is very far away. So just make sure you're very conservative in your stop ideas when you're practicing. I hope that makes sense, members, as I'm trying to watch as many things as possible. And again, just look at how insanely different the NQ is to the other two markets. It is nuts, man. Euro's still pushing up. Again, I hope that helped you guys live not to short that. Natural gas still bullish. Remember, it has to close bearish in order to be bearish. And guys, I have to leave here in just a second. I hope that I was helpful today. Look at oil, man. That is crazy. Crazy volatility. And again, you can just think these damn True Algo boxes, man. Watch it. Just wait for it to load. It's crazy. Just protecting. That's what I mean by protecting. Look at it. Like, don't play in here. Take profit here. Don't enter there. You can see that Bitcoin got all the way down here and started cleaning up the True Algo flexes. You guys see it? That's all that's happening. Excuse me. I'm clearing my throat. Check stocks real quick. Tesla shorts, puts still going fantastic. Look at the puts on NVIDIA. It's nuts. The puts on Microsoft as well. And then calls on Apple. You guys see it live? Nothing to do here. And then right there is the close. And then boom, there's your calls. And just be aggressive when you're practicing. We've now hit the daily scalp target that was missed yesterday on NVIDIA. So price actions just clear. By the way, we call this, so everyone that's new to the system, look, this is, God, NVIDIA is gorgeous. Like, this is a True Algo 180 right here. And again, there is absolutely no reason to be bullish on NVIDIA. It has to close bullish from the box. So those puts are, oh my God, it's probably like right around 150 to 200%. It's nuts, especially because you're catching it during peak volatility, so the Greeks are in your favor, especially this early in the day. Those Greeks, you don't have theta yet to really get in your way. That's gorgeous. And look at Tesla, about to put in another new low on these puts. Ah, fantastic. It's so cool in a live environment. By the way, there's another new high on Apple. Like, you would think that they move the same way, but they don't. That's the advantage of this system. Like, you can pick the asset and then you can move between them. But if someone were to say Apple's bullish, well, you should assume that Microsoft is bullish or NVIDIA, and absolutely not. That's why the boxes matter so much. Look at this. Look. This is what I tell you guys, like, why, like, the ES is still bullish. And True Algo members, you see it. It has to close bearish from the box. I told you shorts are hard today because we see how far it has to close. I don't care that the NQ went short 200 ticks. It doesn't matter to me. It's not a high probability. This is a long idea probability. And now this, you're about to get to that New York target on US 30. That is a long opportunity, not the shorts down here because none of these were short. I told you, I'm not touching the NQ today. It has to hit a box. It is of zero interest. And now the US 30 presented an opportunity. And I know the stream is long, guys, but rewind the tape. Why is this a good opportunity? Because the ES is also bullish. That is 2 out of 3 are bullish. 1 out of 3 is neutral. I told you that's why I have rules, and I will not sit here and then take a short on anything. It's just longs or nothing. And I'm not long in the NQ. And there goes US 30. We've now hit the New York high. Remember about having a conservative short. At this point, when you're practicing, you need to trail your stop up. You've got to protect the position. Cool. It doesn't matter that you want to, again, True Algo members, you guys want to get up here to try to make up for a loss for something. Don't do that. Just be conservative, move your stop up and protect the position and trail it up, 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 up as you try to get to the box. ES, by the way, guys, look, fair value gap traders, that fair value gap destroyed you. This fair value gap helped you. Which one did you pick? Well, this is the one that's bullish. This one is neutral. Gold is still neutral, bud. It is still neutral. You're waiting for a close. You see that it's bullish. The problem is there's your take profit. So I would look at a different commodity. Please do not look at gold. Euro just, by the way, got to the beacon and almost to the magnet. Sorry, guys, I'm talking so fast. I have to go, and I'm trying to keep you posted. And by the way, DXY has now gotten to the full move. You guys remember earlier? The full move from the shorts idea telling you the news event would be bearish. And look, boom, bearish on DXY, bullish for everything else. And now you've tapped the box. So now we might get a super short opportunity on the euro. All right, folks, I'm out. Thank you guys for hanging out with me today. I appreciate you guys more than anything. I hope you have a fantastic rest of your day. And real quick, True Algo members, I will be back again in an hour. So we will be live again. So on the Discord, I'll catch you guys over there.